In the realm of Eldoria, Sir Alaric, who had black hair and glowing red eyes, was praised as a paragon of virtue and valor. A knight whose unwavering loyalty and unmatched bravery marked him as one of the kingdom's greatest defenders. His reputation as a formidable warrior was known far and wide, celebrated in verses sung by bards in vibrant taverns of bustling towns. This man had sworn his loyalty to King Eldrin. King Eldrin, a man whose features eerily similar to Alaric, and a ruler whose wisdom and compassion inspired hope among the people. Together, they fought valiantly against the encroaching evil that threatened their lands, forging an unbreakable bond with Alaric's closest friend, Sir Cedric. Along with the king, these two were named the kingdom's greatest warriors. But on one fateful night, as the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness shrouded the kingdom, everything changed. The air was thick with tension, as Eldoria prepared for a fierce confrontation with Draclus, a rival kingdom that sought to conquer and subjugate them. In the heat of the battle, as swords clashed and arrows rained from the sky, Alaric found himself cornered by an insidious betrayal. Sir Cedric of Eldoria, a man whose overwhelming presence, with piercing green eyes and golden hair, a nobleman's cut, driven by twisted ambition, fueled by hatred and jealousy, revealed Alaric's strategic position to the enemy, setting the stage for a devastating ambush. Alaric, who fought valiantly, with his heart pounding, with righteous fury, as he faced a wave of adversaries, the battlefield became a swirling byproduct of steel and cries. His every strike fueled by the desire to protect his king and his kingdom. Despite his unmatched skill and valor that defined him, the sheer number of foes overwhelmed him. Wounded and surrounded, he fought on, cutting down countless enemies, his sword glinting under the moonlight like a beacon of hope. But even a knight of his caliber could not withstand the tide forever. In his final moments, Alaric watched as Cedric, with a malevolent smirk, stood over his fallen king, claiming his crown for himself. Speaking to Alaric, Cedric sneered, "You were in line for the throne, you mutt." Placing his boot on Alaric's head, "Did you think I, a true noble, would allow a mere commoner like you to ascend before me? I will return to the kingdom and marry Princess Arya and tell the world it was the king's dying wish." With those words echoing in his ears, an evil aura enveloped Alaric, and he felt himself slipping away. The weight of this betrayal weighed heavy upon his heart, and he, Sir Alaric, parted with the final words, "Curse you, Cedric." When he awoke, it was not in the familiar embrace of Eldoria, but in a strange, vibrant world brimming with magic and wonder. This was the realm of Letheria, confused and disoriented. Alaric stumbled through the luscious landscapes, where flowers glowed with ethereal light and mythical creatures flitted among the trees. A sense of destiny washed over him, igniting a fierce determination to reclaim his honor and seek vengeance for the betrayal that had shattered his heart. Guided by the whispers of an ancient weapon hidden deep within the enchanted forest, Alaric ventured forth. "Come to me, wounded warrior," it echoed relentlessly. The forest was a maze of towering trees, their leaves shimmering with a light like precious gems in a dappled sunlight, while soft, the ethereal lights danced through the underbrush. After days of relentless searching, he finally stood upon an ancient temple, its entrance adorned with cryptic ruins that seemed to pulse with an outer-worldly energy. The inscription beckoned him. Whoever shall heed my call, I will grant their innermost desire. Inside the temple, Alaric felt a profound presence. At the heart of the chamber lay a weapon forged from the very essence of the falling stars, glimmering with a light that would blind any lesser mind. As he reached for it, visions flooded his mind. Memories of the betrayal, the faces of his fallen comrades, the unbearable weight of his past. But within those memories, a fire ignited, a thirst for vengeance that engulfed his very soul. Now, with the sword in hand, Alaric felt renewed, strength coursing through him. The blade named Azrael whispered promises of power and clarity. If it is blood you desire, look no further. Master my power, and it shall be yours, Azrael said. Dark tendrils engulfed him, infusing him with energy, his eyes glowing with a fierce white light, in stark contrast to the black substance that had engulfed his body. And only his red scarf remained unchanged, fluttering defiantly as the symbol of his past. Weeks turned to months as Alaric honed his skills, becoming a beacon of hope for the people of Lytheria. He defended them against dark forces that threatened their peace, each victory further solidifying his legacy. Words of his deeds spread like wildfire. He gathered allies, brave warriors, skilled mages, noble spirits who believed in his cause. Yet despite his growing power and influence, the haunting specter of betrayal loomed over his broken heart, a reminder of the friend he had lost and the path that lay ahead. Finally, the day came when Cedric's reign of terror had reached Lytheria. Azrael screamed to Alaric's mind, his voice resonating with urgency. It is done. Cedric has allied with the dark sorcerers to seize control of this realm. He was summoned here by my power. Fueled by rage and a desire for vengeance, Alaric and his new companions marched towards the citadel, where Cedric had taken residence, each step echoing with a promise of retribution. The final battle was fierce and unforgiving, a canopy of clashing steel and explosive magic. Alaric fought his way through Cedric's forces. Where is he? Where can I find that scab of a man? Where is Cedric? Alaric called, the weight of Azrael urging him forward, and the light cutting through the darkness. When he finally confronted Cedric, their eyes locked. The betrayer and the betrayed, a lifetime of camaraderie, twisted into animosity. Did you think I wouldn't find you? Cedric, step forth and let my blade meet your neck, Alaric shouted. Azrael, glowing with a righteous fury, its light illuminating the shadows. Cedric laughed. A hollow sound reverberated through the battlefield. You are a fool, Alaric. This power was meant for greatness, yet you squander it on sentiment. Did you think a man of my stature could coexist with a lowly beggar like you? With a primal roar, Alaric charged, their blades clashing, and a swirl of red and green energy. Memories of their friendship flashed through Alaric's mind. Shared laughter, the moments of loyalty, but he steeled himself, focusing on the wrongs that needed to be righted. With a final and decisive strike, he disarmed Cedric, Azrael's brilliance overwhelming the darkness that had consumed his former friend. As Cedric fell to his knees, Alaric offered one last chance for redemption. You could have been a hero. Why have you chosen this path? Cedric's expression shifted. A flicker of regret breaking his bravado. I wanted to be more than a knight. I craved power. Everything I ever dreamed of. You stood in my way. I acted this way to conceal my pain. I won't ask for your forgiveness. Given a second chance, I would do the same. But I do cherish the time we spent together, Cedric said. With a torn heart, Alaric raised Azrael. Then let this be your end, for you have chose treacherousness over loyalty. With a swift and merciful motion, he struck, releasing Cedric from his torment. As the dust settled, silence enveloped the battlefield. Alaric stood among the remnants of the fight, the weight of his actions pressing heavily upon him. He had avenged his betrayal, and at the cost of a life once shared in friendship. In the realm of Letheria, he resolved to find a purpose anew, vowing to protect his people and seek redemption for himself, a knight reborn into a world far from his own, a guardian forged by loss in the flames of vengeance. If you like this story, like and subscribe to my channel.